Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Coastal Clash 2, presented to you by Colossus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event, and courtesy of winning the Sink or Swim Rumble last time out, the rock star himself, Pully Adams, is ready to go. This is the man who picked up a victory at the Sink or Swim Rumble, ultimately on the way eliminating his former tag team partner, Didi Tourette, who we hadn't seen for a number of months leading into that. Didi Tourette wanted to try and convince Pully Adams to continue the darker ways of his mentality, but Pully Adams has turned over a new leaf here at Colossus, and he's looking to make good on that with a absolutely mammoth task ahead of him, facing what is arguably, in many people's estimation, one of the most exciting talents in Europe today. Pully Adams wasting very little time to get out here. His opponent, by the way, extremely popular, extremely talented. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Madrid's freestyler himself.
I think I see where we're going with this one, here
comes an extremely exciting talent, and somebody that you no doubt will be seeing on many a TV screen before you know it. Suplex apparel defined. This is Zozaya, truly one of the most exciting and energetic talents to ever arrive on our shores. Most recently faced Zack Sabre Jr., by the way, in front of a mammoth audience here in England, and no doubt will relish the opportunity to test himself against one of TPW's finest graduates in Pully Adams. And Pully Adams has really come a long way since the early days of his career in professional wrestling, but this is an entirely different challenge, and I wonder just how good Pully Adams is going to need to be to knock up somebody of this level of skill, because Zozaya is a truly spectacular wrestler. Zozaya, all the way from Madrid in beautiful España, is here to make a mark at Colossus. And oh man, well, this crowd is red hot for Zozaya, and understandably so, rapidly becoming one of the standout names in all of professional wrestling across so many different landscapes, and a truly fantastic professional wrestler. I would argue Zozaya is one of the more likeable men in all of our business as well. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime talent is Zozaya. Generational skills, generational ability, and Pully Adams is going to need every single bit of his training to survive such a matchup. And here we go, Fireman's takeover by Zozaya, who, as you will no doubt have recognised, is extremely technically proficient. Beautiful transition into a winning combination, one count only. Zozaya testing out his opponent, and dare I say, Pully Adams is really up against it, particularly when it comes to technical wrestling, because Zozaya looks to hit the ankle beautifully and does so with relative ease, might I add. And now they're going to put a little bit of torque on that left ankle. Pully Adams looking to counter the choke block, great bar into the leg, falls through into a pinning combination of Zozaya. Zozaya just counters that immediately, looking for a little bit of rock and roll of his own kind, and you can see the shoulders daring to separate at the hands of Pully Adams. Beautiful pin with the bridge by Zozaya, and Pully Adams able to escape. And I think Zozaya is having a lot of fun schooling young Pully Adams here in the early exchanges of this matchup. Your main event here at Coastal Clash 2, ladies and gentlemen. Pully Adams versus Zozaya. Zozaya looks every megastar that everybody talks about, and a lot of rumours about where Zozaya is going to end up, particularly by the end of this year. I've worked with a number of talents who are on their way to greener pastures, and there is a strong suggestion that Zozaya will be joining them very soon. Lovely escape there for the full Nelson into a beautiful victory roll of his own, and poor Pully Adams is getting every bit of work out from Zozaya. Zozaya with a Rob on the head says, fair play kids, at least you're giving it your best try. And I don't want to be disrespectful to Pully Adams. I've even had the pleasure of sharing a room with him myself, but this is an entirely different disposition. And lovely knuckle lock takedown there. Into a hammerlock of sorts is Zozaya, and just looking to garner a round of applause for the Lossy Posse. And he's in full control of Pully Adams, wrist lock control, as we mentioned. Pully Adams was looking to escape with a roll through, but Zozaya followed him in, and Zozaya is very much a throwback to the absolute world of sport, European style of professional wrestling, but with explosive athleticism to boot. Some people might argue truly a student of the game. Zozaya has pretty much been in control throughout, and once again Pully Adams looking to alleviate the pressure, but the wrist lock with a roll through, but Zozaya following through, and the escape there by Pully Adams into a hammerlock of his own. And you know what Pully Adams is saying? I've got a few tricks under my sleeve too, and let's not forget Pully Adams is trained by Jordan Breaks and TK Cooper, so he knows a little something about professional wrestling in his own right. Lovely pinning combination there, and Zozaya escapes and backs out into the corner. And for the first time we're seeing that Pully Adams has quite a bit of knowledge in his own locker, maybe not necessarily to the degree of Zozaya, but enough to offer up a worthy challenge. And you don't get to win the sink or swim rumble without being an extremely talented professional wrestler in your own right. A split decision here for the audience, understandably so. Two very likeable men in our business. Pully Adams, of course. As I said, turned over a new leaf in sink or swim, and still will have the ability, should he need to resort to certain techniques. And Pully Adams, interestingly, very, very smart by Pully Adams, because if Zozaya tries to roll over as he was probably going to do so, he might have ended up spiking himself. Pully Adams seems to have put himself on the dream lock, and now Zozaya is wondering just how to unlock this conundrum. Pandora's box has been closed, and probably with good reason, but Pully Adams is offering his hand to Zozaya. Not sure if this is an offer of sportsmanship, an olive branch, so to speak, or maybe something more nefarious is at hand, but well, very good from Pully Adams. Drew Zozaya in quite nicely. I don't think I've ever seen anyone apply such a unique maneuver, drawing their opponent in. Took a little bit too long, hot dog in there though, got rolled up into a 2 count. Pully Adams will do well to take full advantage of Zozaya whenever he can. Zozaya on his feet is the most deadliest of propositions, and now Pully Adams goes up and over the top, catches Zozaya coming in with a shoulder tackle to the midsection. Rolling in, flips over Zozaya, and now lovely waist lock, go behind, off the ropes comes Zozaya, that's the close on with Pully Adams, look at bro, beautiful spinning neck breaker, maintains control of Zozaya throughout there, neck breaker, garners a 2 count. Pully Adams pulling out all the stops here in this matchup with Zozaya, emptying his box of tricks, and he's going to have any opportunity in knocking off somebody of this quality. But you've got to give Pully Adams a lot of credit, ladies and gentlemen. He really has proven himself to be worthy of the opportunity here in this main event here at Coastal Clash 2. For the year since Colossus opened its doors here in Margate and Thanet, looking to change the landscape of professional wrestling in Kent. Zozaya was looking for a drop kick. Pully Adams rather smartly held on to the ropes, comes off the ropes and catches a vicious, maniacally athletic drop kick to the grill, courtesy of Zozaya. And you saw the elevation on that drop kick, and now lifting up Pully Adams with relative ease, force his will, and now a vicious, almost like a back body drop off the shoulder, just drilling him. Combination of a back body drop and a Northern Lights, for many people's estimation. Pinning combination once again, and saw very smartly there, Zozaya driving the right palm into the leg of Pully Adams, making it more difficult for him to kick out or indeed get his shoulder up. That is the variation of the European pins. The Spanish style of professional wrestling really is coming along nicely, and you would have seen so many unique methods, no doubt would have been inspired by the likes of the White Wolves. And now that double underhook, big spin, drills poor Pully Adams. Zozaya really showing off his power here in this matchup, and now a 2 count garnered. Fanning himself, and I think he's feeling the heat a little bit here at Coastal Clash 2. He's certainly in control, and you'll notice very rarely does Zozaya allow any separation from his opponent. That's very smart. If you maintain control of him at all times, it's very unlikely he's going to get the drop on you. He's not going to allow Pully Adams enough room to throw any kind of strikes. He's obviously aware of Pully Adams' ability to, let's be honest, fight a little bit more dirty if he wishes to. Pully Adams, but clearly Pully Adams is still good to go in this matchup. But it's fair to say that Zozaya is in full control once again, just like he was in the early outings of this matchup. Madrid's Freestyler, maybe later combined. Big arm once again into the corner for Pully Adams. Is being quite literally pulled from pillar to post, and Zozaya is having a great time right now, taking a break to discuss with the referee whether it would be in his best interests to call the matchup. Pully Adams certainly is not going to give up that easy. Heading to the outside now. Looking to maybe a bit more support on this 50-50 lossy posse. Pully Adams, Irish reversed by Pully Adams into the corner. And now looking to build ahead of steam and catches a violent kick like El Toro to the face, and it's a 2 count. But my God, did Zozaya rock the chin of poor Pully Adams, and this is what Zozaya really is making a name for himself in British professional wrestling and beyond, of course. Has all that explosive offense, but really is so good at slowing everything down, slowly dissecting everything. He's in the condition of a lifetime, and it looks like he's going to try and garner a head of steam, but Pully Adams able to get his shoulder up and gets his feet up as well, and now up to the second round. Now Zozaya is not even going to waste any time. He's going to meet him right there, and Pully Adams looking to fight out and try and create some separation from Zozaya. And now beautiful code break off the second rope by Pully Adams. Stunning offense, credit to him. Absolute collision city here on Zozaya. Pully Adams needs to get busy and get working while he has Zozaya on the ropes. Clotheslines are plenty, ducks are clotheslines from Zozaya. Straight back out into the middle of the ring, and Pully Adams is showing it. He's got a gas tank like no other, and Meteora as well to boot. And Zozaya looking a little bit glazed over right now. Was not expecting this level of explosive offense from Pully Adams in this matchup. Some classic forming right before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. You'll notice, of course, the legendary Matt Raven at ringside, the greatest in the game, delivering some of the best photography you've ever seen. And now, unique, blinding offense there. Grabbed hold of the trunks and delivered a face-buster of sorts, almost like a skull-crushing finale by Pully Adams. And now, Rockstar. I think he's going to go for a disarmer in this. Well, you talk about unique offense, that was one right there, using his own arm to drill it across his face, and Zozaya now really getting all he can handle from Pully Adams, and Adams is smart in this matchup. He's pulling out moves that even I haven't seen before, ladies and gentlemen, and ultimately, if you're going to beat somebody of the quality of Zozaya, you're going to have to go very deep into the playbook. You're going to have to find things that even Zozaya is not going to be able to scout, because he is truly a cerebral athlete. That is applied by Pully Adams, trying to slow down Zozaya, trying to wear him down, as Zozaya rather smartly drags himself to the bottom rope to create separation. Pully Adams, obviously, rightfully so exhausted, throwing everything he can at Zozaya to keep him down, but he's got to stay on him while he has the opportunity. I understand taking a break, trying to get some air back into the gas tank, but Zozaya, you would do well not to give him any opportunity, and now, well, that's exactly what happened there, as he's able to counter. There's Rip's countered again, though, and there's that kick once again, and the educated feet of Zozaya really are coming to play in this matchup, as he just booted poor Pully Adams right across the face. Pully Adams looks to escape to the outside of the ring for a respite, but he's not going to get one, as he gets a haluva kick right in the face, and then a springboard to the outside with ease by Zozaya, wipes out Pully Adams. Both of these men expending themselves for the lossy posse faithful here at Colossus, and truly putting on a main event worthy matchup. Pully Adams by way of his, oh wow, beautiful, just step up springboard into the coup de grace across the spine from Zozaya to Pully Adams, pinning combination, and I was about to say Pully Adams, after winning the Singapore Swim Rumble, may very well be cursing his success, because Zozaya has given him all he can handle. I have not seen Pully Adams taken this far and to this depth so far in his professional wrestling career, but this is what makes stars out of the true best. This is a truly defining test for Pully Adams. Zozaya seems to tweak his left knee. You might notice he's not wearing knee pads. Lovely roll up, deep pinning combination, 2 count only, as Zozaya gets his shoulder off the canvas, kicked in the midsection. Back elbow by Pully Adams, looking to build ahead of steam, looking for a discus lariat, but Zozaya countered, he ducked Zozaya's clothesline, and both men take each other out with a double clothesline. Both men thinking exactly the same thing, looking to behead their opponents, and now the referee will exercise his ability for a 10 count. The referee judicious in his 10 count, with both men struggling to show him signs of life, but now starting to move up the behest. I doubt either man wants to take a count out in this matchup. Certainly a draw is not going to help us here in the main event. We would like a definitive winner in such a magnificent matchup to close out Coastal Class Tours. Pully Adams with the clothesline in the corner, looking to build up head of steam, and Zozaya comes right back at him and delivers a vicious clothesline. Pully Adams, he's not going to waste any time, and both of these men seem to have found a second win here. He caught Zozaya coming in, and I believe his shoulder collided with a ring post. That's bad news for the Spanish sensation, and now cravat potentially, oh look at this, a cravat guillotine hold by Pully Adams. Beautiful technique by Pully Adams, and as I said before, has really exhausted every bit of his professional wrestling arsenal. And Zozaya, I believe, is out cold, and if that arm comes down 3 times, this match will be over. Here comes the third one. Zozaya could be out cold, but oh man, he's kicked in again once again, fighting through the adrenaline and just biting Pully Adams to create some separation. Whatever it takes, that cravat guillotine was on quite nicely, courtesy of Pully Adams. Going to be a lot of people trying that one out of their training schools in the near future, ladies and gentlemen, understandably so. Pully Adams showing that he has been trained to the absolute maximum capacity, courtesy of Jordan Breaks and TK Cooper and Ally. What is Pully Adams up to? Well, I mentioned the fact that, you know, there's still quite a mentality within Pully Adams, despite turning over a new leaf and turning his back on Didi Tourette after all the shenanigans that those two used to provide here at Colossus. Zozaya looks at Pully Adams as if to say, what are you doing? And now Pully Adams must realise that if he nails Zozaya here, he's going to be disqualified, and I think he's in 2 minds, and Pully Adams, rightfully so, saying, you know what, I'm going to try and do this the right way. Credit to him, but a Death Valley driver caught him flush. Way too much hesitation. 2 count only. Zozaya has kicked into gear, and maybe Pully Adams bringing a, oh my God, a Rough Rider catches him flush in the face, and a 2 count again, and Pully Adams is absolutely suffering the consequences of deliberating over the use of that steel chair. Zozaya just ferociously explode into life in this matchup, and now he's going to look to make Pully Adams pay, and whether he used it or not, ultimately the intent may have been there for a moment, enough to fire up Zozaya, who's looking for a deadlift German perhaps here on Pully Adams. Pully Adams grounding himself, trying not to allow Zozaya the opportunity to lift him up and over, gets to the ropes to create some separation. The referee's got to exercise his 5 count here. Well, he should do, and ultimately gets to the 5 count finally. And Pully Adams now looking to separate in his own right with those back elbows. And back up to his feet. Beautiful head scissors takedown out of the corner by Pully Adams. Cravat is applied. Wow, beautiful, beautiful cravat-like driver from Pully Adams. And dare I say, Pully Adams at this point might be the messiah of the cravat. I've never seen somebody use the cravat in so many different ways. And now a vicious discus forearm to the back of the head. He could be out cold, but Zozaya somehow is able to get his shoulder off the canvas, and this instant classic at Coastal Clash 2 continues. What a vicious discus forearm right into the back of the head of poor Zozaya, and you can see the limp-prone body of Zozaya, who probably used every last bit of energy he had just to remain in this fight. Pully Adams, once again, has got to take advantage of this moment. He's got to take advantage of the separation as well. Taking a long time to measure Zozaya, who's able to roar through, picks him on a finds carry, now a beautiful zigzag. Zigzag by Pully Adams. Is that going to be enough to dispatch Zozaya? The count is there. Oh, Zozaya had his foot on the bottom rope. Didn't even have the energy to kick out or get the shoulder up, but had enough wherewithal, enough mental acumen to get his foot on the bottom rope. And I think Pully Adams is pretty distraught at that outcome, but he's going to have to continue here in this main event. He's up to the second rope on the outside, and a vicious flying headbutt to the skull. The rampaging bulls of Sevilla have come alive here, and the Madrid Freestyler delivers a vicious overkill on the Death Valley driver, and that will be that, ladies and gentlemen. Zozaya knocks off again Pully Adams here at Coastal Clash 2. What a stunning main event to wrap up our first anniversary celebrations here at Colossus. Big ovation. I think the Lossy Posse realise they have just witnessed one of the all-time great matchups here at Colossus. What a stunning matchup between Zozaya and Pully Adams, and in many months to come, no doubt you're going to see Zozaya on the biggest stage that you could possibly imagine, but people are going to remember the fact that Pully Adams gave him every single last bit of his mind, body and soul in this stunning one-on-one matchup, and full credit to him.
Hello. I didn't know Margaret was so hot. Today was raining. What? Well, anyways, I came here yesterday. Thank you to TK and Emily. They're very good friends. They would always go, come to market. And I go, they go, come. And I go, okay. And I had so much fun. This is special. This place is special because it's not only a show, it's a community. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We feel that. I have a kid, they're adults, and some people have many drinks, but it's a community. and you can really feel your love inside here. So thank you so much for having me. Also, I gotta talk about you. Well, I gotta talk about him. Yeah, he's good. He's very good. He only 2 years, and he's this good. How many years? I'm old. Hey, what? Well, I was talking to him, and he really loves this. He's passionate about it. He loves this community. He loves the school. He's a health man, and that talks a lot about him. So, I don't know, man. This time I got lucky, but who knows next time? So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, you're a star, man. Thank you. No, not a star. No, not a star. He's not a star. Yo, not a star, not a star. He's a rock star.
A wonderful sign of respect by Zozaya, putting over Pully Adams, and rightfully so, after an absolutely stunning matchup. Two wonderful, world-class professional wrestlers closing things out here at Coastal Clash 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed your foray into Colossus this time out. We will be back very, very soon. Be sure to check out Colossus on social media. But from myself, Aaron Nix, and from everyone involved at Colossus, we thank you for joining us here at Coastal Clash 2.
And that, everyone, marks 1 year of pro wrestling Colossus.